season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Vanderbilt Commodores, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Vanderbilt's offense will have the ball first. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. It wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. The Tigers' offense has its first opportunity of the day. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down, he started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David, up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week, and that's why they lost. Position 1, objective number 1 today. Protect him, keep him upright, let him get some confidence.
He gets his first one of the day out of there. They used him 3 times in that loss last week. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down to the 26.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Commodores trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. From the gun, the running back has it. Oh, better look out. Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
They're going to ride this running back. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Vandy. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Man, he didn't didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Florida sparkled today in a dominant road win. In fact, by the fourth quarter, it almost felt like this game was being played in the swamp. That's how much they took that crowd out of it. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Running into the open space. Can't get him to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Let's see what they've got on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock. Didn't get the snap off quickly enough. From the gun. Give on the inside. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. Now facing a 3rd and long. Gets the toe down, but didn't go forward at all. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play, just outside the 20. Give to the running back. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Commodores will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Zings it complete to the right. At the 35, he's loose. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. LSU now operating in the red zone. Run it with the fullback. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down and brings up third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, he got loose.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the first down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slot.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
I think it's easy to say, run the option, run the option. Well, you got to be able to see it quickly and make quick decisions. Nice job by the QB getting the ball to his playmaker. He catches it. He can do the rest. Takes it to the house for 6.
Looking for the time with the extra point. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Running back searching for a hole. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Pulls it in. It's Longo. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Commodores will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. Fair catch just inside the 40. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Fires to the tight end. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Give to the fullback. LSU will get a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Punts it out of the air. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking to throw on first down. Intercepted for the 11th time this season.
And defensive backs, you think, don't have good hands. The big fella shows it. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Yeah, I beg to differ.
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll send the back in motion. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Throws to the wideout. Got his man on the right. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds his man. Lowers those pads. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. And the Commodores come to the line with a new set of downs. Power football with the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Trying play action. Got a man. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Lost to fire on 2nd down. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. They'll run the screen. He is denied. Cannot get to the 1st down marker, and it's 4th down coming. They kick it away on 4th down. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Touchdown, Commodores! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's recap that Pac-12 matchup that just went final moments ago. BYU was able to come away with the victory, but it was not the type of dominant win we've seen from the Cougars over the years. A win, yes, but this one lacked style points.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
This game may or may not impact the college football playoff, fellas, but it's bound to shake up the Pac-12 standards.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one, sounds. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. LSU right back to the line.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. With that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Makes the grab on the left. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Hold it.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. He's looking to throw. Using the quick game. And they'll knock him down. Oh, they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Sticks it in his belly. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. He's got him. And how does he keep running? I'd be dizzy after a spin move like that. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Wants to go up top. The screen, and watch out.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Immediately fires to the middle, and he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Looks as if they might have that screen really set up, but he'll be stopped short of the marker. It's 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The Commodores now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Give to the back. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He's got an open man. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down. And the Commodores come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Handoff to the lone back. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Offense gets set for 2nd down. They'll run play action. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And the defensive line, you know, 3rd and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on 3rd down.
The Commodores send out the punt unit. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
And it's his 4th interception of the night. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's a heat. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
We talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game that they had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Off play action. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Commodores decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. From the gun, running back on the move. And runs through another one. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. The Bayou Bengals have been able to put on an aerial circus in recent years, but the foundation, the running game.
Don't forget about the run game. That starts everything, right? Because if you can run it, you can throw it, you can create some balance and keep defenses off guard. But I think LSU does a really good job of always establishing the run game first. Then they'll get to their playmakers and all the speed out wide.
Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. He's looking to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Lynch. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Gets the back moving. Snapped it in the shotgun. That's caught. It's Lynch. And they're able to make the tackle. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for 2nd down. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Lynch. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Quick handoff. Powers through the defender.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Pulls it in. It's Foster. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Looking downfield on 1st down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down in the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Foster. They'll immediately call timeout. Guys, you never want to sound the upset alert bell too early, but might be time to at least know where the button is for it.
Know where the button is, and listen, there's no need to panic yet, but if you're the unranked team, just like this, when you're playing a better team, you want to come in and you want to hang around Jesse, and they're doing just that, staying in this game and have a lead.
Yeah, the unranked team, they've been playing with more intensity in this one. I think if you're a leader right now.
And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. 2nd down coming up. Back to throw, time running short in the half. A shot toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. The sure hands, it's Purdy. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. play. Let's see if it stands.
Illegal touchdown. Offense.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3-spot before the break. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
So they get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Baton Rouge. And the undisputed star of the half has been that lockdown corner. The coaches told us how good he was, but I almost think they undersold how impactful he would be. Ultra physical with zero hesitation. And with hands like that, I wonder if they don't think about using him in the passing game at some point. And with that, let's head back to Tiger Stadium in Baton Rouge.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy.
There he goes. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Going to swing it on second down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. That one comes out hot down the right side. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Back up now, here's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. They'll run the screen. Spins away from the defender. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The Commodores will punt it away on 4th down. He'll take it on the return. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. To the air on first down. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is.
Hold.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Hold and finds his man on the left. Turning it on! And that first defender was just waving at him after that sweet move. He picked up the first down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The run from the shotgun. Gets away from one, finds room. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, LSU Bengals.
Well, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
He'll try to tack on one more. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, the clock has hit zeros. Here's a look at the big moment from that battle in the Pac-12. Arizona escaped with the victory, and I say escaped. Look, in college football, teams will take any win, but I think those Wildcats fans could have done without this one being so close. Fun one in the Pac-12, man. They generally are, as the teams there continue to jockey for bowl position.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Holds and fires complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking for space. It's Westbrook. Knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage. They'll call it a 9-yard loss. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Quick strike complete. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And the Commodores will call on their punt team. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They march to the end zone the last time they had it, do it again, and they'll be on top. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Red pass, it's complete. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Got a man, it's Lynch. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And the Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Thanks to grab. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Shakes off the defender. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Snap it to the back. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown LSU! They take the lead with the 6. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
further to their lead. And he made the extra point without problem. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Got it in the middle, it's Purdy. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Rides the back and leaves it. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Fires to the big fella. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Hunt is on its way. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Pulls it, fired complete. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Lynch. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Working that wide receiver screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play. Able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The play action fake. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. Wants to throw again. Into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Good timing on the quick out. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. He'll pull it on the read. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Line of scrimmage is the 2, and they can pick up the 1st down here, but going for the touchdown here on 4th and short. He'll do it himself. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. Listen to this noise. You can't hear yourself think as this defense has them pinned deep in their own end. Finds the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Gets it across the 10 to pick up a 5 and out of trouble to the 12. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Commodores will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
LSU quick to the line. They'll power it inside with the fullback. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He'll keep it himself.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure that...
Touchdown, Tigers! Quick strike through the air for the score. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Got it in the middle. It's Foster. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Purdy. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. The inside handoff. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield. It's Reddick.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just freeze the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And the Commodores will send out the punt unit. Now on the return. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down.
Breaks into the open. Delivers the stiff arm. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. Now on second down. Looking to fire. Gets it out quickly. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Sends it downfield. Makes the catch down the right side. Lots of room to run. Touchdown, Tigers. And they
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
On to attempt the try. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
We've been talking about this Big 12 showdown all week, guys. Let's show you how things played out. Texas stomped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Austin city limits. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. This game may or may not impact the college football playoff, fellas, but it's bound to shake things up in the Big 12 standings.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Finds a spot in the middle. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll leave it with him. Pretty good job of running to get to there to the 32. It'll be third and long. Off the play fake. Fires to the right. It's complete. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. The Commodores look to keep this drive humming. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Out of the gun. The running back has it. He has the first and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's first and 10. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at second and 11. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly deep downfield. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback. And DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He finds a dead spot in the middle. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it.
So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. Now the play fake. Finds his tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Quickly to the tight end. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Kick is in the air. He couldn't find much running room there, didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Looking for room, it's Westbrook. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. To the air on second down. Scrambling away. He's going to run it. Got the first down. He got past the sticks and slides to a stop, but there is a flag on the play.
Hold offense.
His offensive line trying anything to protect the quarterback at this point. Nothing's working, and they'll back up after the holding penalty. Back to pass on second down. And he dropped it, just didn't hook the thing all the way in. That last incompletion brings up a third down. Motion from the back. On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Caught in the backfield, it's Westbrook. He won't get there, it'll bring up fourth down. And the Commodores headed quickly to the line. On fourth down, trying to find his man. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, he makes the play, it's intercepted.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Quarterback on the keeper. Crosses to 30. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Hold offense.
So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. He'll pull it on the read. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold offense.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. Tried to keep those big legs churning, but he'll be stopped for a loss.
In punt formation to kick it away.
So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. They bring him down. Strong effort by the coverage team, and that's how they'll put a period on this one. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.